only actual way to the Triforce, that is going to be huge because that is a little bit of a walk back there.
Oh, if that ends up being the only way to that Triforce, especially from that side, which Ategenos is making his way that way now, that could be huge for RandomEffekt. And now Random in Go mode is going to start really picking up a head of steam here. So for Ategenos' sake, he really needs to find a workaround. Otherwise, with this being where it's at and the recorder being in here, if he at least finds a recorder, he might be able to get back over here. But this could be a huge break for Random.
Yeah, and this is another... this is one area where the not having the ladder did help HN a little bit because he was able to just sort of navigate right to the Triforce. It may take Random a little bit longer, but once again, one's a very small level, so I'm not too concerned with the amount of time we'll spend in here.
By the way, Chad, I do apologize for the technical difficulties. Welcome back if you were unable to see what happened. RandomEffekt was able to find the Triforce out of level 7, which was ladder blocked from the top, which appears to be the only way to get to it. He did find the recorder, which Ategenos is near. I believe it was a couple rooms away towards the right and maybe up one column. And now Random is in Go mode in level 1, very close to finding his magical boomerang and also the second item, which is the regular boomerang. Double rings in level 1.
All right, so HN is in the recorder room now. RandomEffekt is making me sick by picking up the boomerang, but...
Of course, that does mean Ategenos might... Well, actually, no. It depends on whether or not... no, I can't see him going back to 1. Because I was trying to think of a situation where he might go back to 1 to check. But the only thing he's missing at this point that he doesn't know about is the ladder in 4. So, and he knows that the item in 1 is ladder blocked. So I don't think he's going to go back there.
Yeah, I mean, he is up in this area, but yeah, I don't see him going there before. He may actually think ladder is in level 5 somewhere, so he may actually search around the rest of the overworld at some of these block spots for level 5, as RE also takes a death to those left molas.
Yeah, interesting. Random should know that he's in Go mode, but is digging for the second item here in 1, possibly fishing for a red ring or a wand, etc. Takes a death 1 room east of the Triforce to those Lambos. We'll see if he decides to pick it up this time, and he is. So he's going to just go ahead and just go straight on Go mode, and you can't blame him.
Yeah.
It's the right call.
Yeah, I think, level 1, he's probably like, it's a small level. Let me go ahead and just search, just in case it is that red ring, and decided against it for the rest of the way, and I don't blame him at all. So he's going to finish up his exploration here in Death Mountain, and just needs to find 5 and 9. 9, of course, being relatively easy to find once you're in that area. Level 5 still at large.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet it's going to be the raft. It could be the recorder. But I think Random's going to finish off Death Mountain here, which does give Ategenos a little bit of leeway on his amount of time that he needs to get back to 4. But this level 7 is really going to hurt his chances in this race. Not just because of how long he's been in 7, but he doesn't know about the bad news yet.
Yeah, I would say about the only thing that's a little bit of an advantage is he does have the recorder. So once he sees the ladder block, he at least will know that he can recorder back to 6, and he's only 2 screens away from level 7.
Yeah, correct. So, I mean, he'll be able to clean up quickly. And it appears we have a Super Mario World theme. Is that what that was? It was hard to hear.
Yeah. I wasn't able to quite make it out, but it sounded something similar to that. So,
to answer the question in chat, the only thing we haven't seen yet, personally, is level 5's location, which is most likely Raptor Recorder blocked. Random has not bombed all the Death Mountain yet. I believe this is all he has left.
Yeah, he'll probably go up and do around level 9, and then I would expect probably to drop down and do the Forgotten Spot and north of level 1. So he should be coming across level 9 soon to have that knowledge.
And yeah, like the other part is that we did see level 7 at the power bracelet spot. So in Random's mind, he might be thinking it could be anywhere. So this isn't a bad play at all.
No, and HN finding about the bad news that he is ladder blocked, so he will be leaving level 7 for now. Going to grab the raft, so he must be under the inclination that 5 has the ladder.
He might. I'm interested to ask him. I'm going to ask him after the race, if he does an interview, what he was saving level 4 for. It's possible it was a mismark or he forgot, but I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see.
It looks like HN is heading back to level... Or going to check this raft spot. It's going to be interesting to see if he goes to level 4 or if he tries to look through level 8.
Oh, we're going to get our first spot at a ladder or a raft spot, and it is indeed level 5. Now, unfortunately, nothing in here that's going to save his chances as far as like catching up to Random at this point until he goes to level 4 and gets that ladder. And actually, this could be a ladder block here, which would be a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, absolutely. Seeing,
it is
but
probably not.
No,
Oh,
not at all.
Oh dear, that is a 5. It's like Kragon from Super Metroid.
Also, surprised that we didn't get any second quest threads in chat for this 5 location, but RE is going to spend a little bit of time checking all of these spots, so power bracelets, but we'll come across level 5 before getting over to the recorder area.
I believe both runners at this point have probably exhausted all of their overworld options that are not blocks. And of course, Random with all 3 items is going to prioritize those now. I don't think he's seen the East raft spot, but...
No, he hasn't seen the East raft spot, and he also... he needs to check north of level 1. I still don't think he's seen level 9 yet.
Oh, you're right. He hasn't checked the Forgotten Spot living up to its name or the screen east of it.
But I don't hate checking these power bracelet spots either. Red rank here in 5, so good find for 8gen, but not exactly what he is looking for. Definitely needing that ladder, so luckily a pretty free item, something that RE may even come across depending on the way he navigates. Okay, never mind, he'll come across the Triforce first, so probably
yeah,
won't
actually that was a
rank.
very efficient level 5 for Ategenos, and not having the ladder funneled him in the right direction. And if RandomEffekt goes up there, that could end up being a little advantage for Ategenos. I might make him up a minute or 2 here.
Okay, RE is heading north, so my guess is we will see him hit this, hit the area north and then the Forgotten Spot, and then probably wrap to the blue ring almost, and then
here he
head
goes.
down to
He's
the
going
rat
to
spot.
4. He's going to 4. There we go. 8gen's going to get his ladder. We got a race. I was afraid he was going to go to 8, and I'm glad that we're going to see him in 4.
So here's the Forgotten Spot check for Random, and my guess is then we'll be heading down and we'll find level 5 at the raft spot. So we're going to have a really close finish. The biggest thing that Random has going for him right now is that 8gen has to return to 7 and navigate his way entirely over to that Triforce.
Now, I think that would be offset potentially by Random in 5. It depends on how Random handles 5, because the item and the Triforce were very short. I think he only saw like 6 rooms in that giant 5. And yeah, I do believe Random with the ladder might go up first.
Yeah, he just went right and down and was able to quickly clear it.
Oh no! Another mugger room!
Yeah, that was the one that was actually required for the Triforce.
Oh, he's going to have to give up another one of his bombs. That's an unfortunate break. Let's see if he can find a workaround.
Man, I don't know how comfortable at all I'd feel going into level 9 with only 6 bomb max capacity.
I mean, he does know about the bomb upgrade in 3, but I just don't know where he's going to be able to afford it. Not without losing a ton of time. So I don't think
we're going to
take
a lot of farming.
Yeah, or money-making game shenanigans, and I don't think... I mean, these runners are both really excellent. They know they're up against each other, and Random is going up. This is Ategenos' best-case scenario. If Random digs his entire top area, it could give him about a minute or two to make up for that dig that he's going to have to do in 7.
So if 8gen, it was brought up in chat, if 8gen does find ladder, he is able to actually bomb up in that room. So finding ladder will allow 8gen to get the Triforce without having to spend that bomb.
And of course, this level 5 is full of heavy-hitting enemies, and Random does not know any of the info that we know. He's clearing these enemies in a green tunic. Scary stuff. Every second he spends in this area of the dungeon is giving Ategenos a little bit of window for that level 7 double dip. Of course, Ategenos has to find that ladder now.
Yeah, already running through this level really quickly though. Having the any key is making it really efficient, and having white sword as well.
What do you think, Krim? Do you think we see 8gen go back for that any key with 8 keys? I don't think he's going to go back for it.
I don't believe so either, but I think it's a simple play for him if he does. Their start screen is not too far from there. Level 4 is just south of level 9, so it's not a horrible play, but I just don't see even the 45 seconds to go grab that. I don't see it being beneficial when you have as many keys as he does.
I've had that same thing happen, chat. Chad reminding us that 8gen actually lost a race by running out of keys. Random's going to pick up staircase. Okay, never mind. I thought he was in the red ring room. Maybe it's this room right here.
No, the red ring room is one south of the Triforce. So, like in that southeast area where you have that arm that extends out, it's one below that. So, second room up in the dash.
I thought the Triforce was on the way. We may not see Random pick that red ring up. That could be as well.
He has to go past the Triforce in order to get it. 8gen, of course, looking for the ladder, was having to sort of continue to look around. That's why he continued on.
Here's our bait, which we already know is not required. Both runners spending an unfortunate amount of time in both dungeons. Random's level 4 was very efficient, very quick, but not as quick as Ategenos' level 5. And Random does indeed grab the Triforce, and I would be very surprised to see him go back in.
No, I don't think he does. I think he just immediately heads down to 3. Yeah, here we go. He's going to head to 3, which is not that far away, and then a simple trip up to level 9.
8gen does find the Triforce, but knowing that he's ladder blocked, he's going to continue to dig. So potentially finding that ladder block in 7 may have saved him in this case from attempting a ladderless seed, potentially. Excuse me.
So RE, first coming back to this patcher room, may be under the impression that this is where it was because, well, why wouldn't it be in a disgusting room like this? But it's actually the room to the east of here, so he will have to sort of navigate his way around to get to the Triforce room.
Ooh, down to 1 heart, and he's going to use his potion. Was that his last drink, or did he have one more? I know he's used one already, but he might have bought another one. He did buy another one.
Yeah, okay. He actually picked another one up from the last gift shop that he found. So instead of going for the heart, he just picked up the red potion from there.
All right, so the race is Ategenos is probably going to have, because the Triforce wasn't that deep in level 8. As long as he can find that same path that Random went on, this is still a race. Despite the bad breaks that Ategenos has had in this seed, he's still very much in this.
Well, he was, except he never grabbed the ladder out of 4.
Oh my goodness, are you... There's no way he dipped? He left? No way!
He may be thinking ladder's an 8 now.
Oh no! I assumed he was gonna dig that. That's a horrible... Oh no. And RandomEffekt now with 8 Triforces is headed to 9. He's gonna have a huge advantage here.
Yeah, HN is going to find the red candle here, not the item that he wants. Triforce is in the room right to the north of here, so it's going to be really interesting how much HN decides to dig.
What do you do in this situation, Krim? Because, like, I could see either play. I mean, he saw most of 4, but if he thinks the item might be ladder blocked or something, potentially, I don't know if there was a block in there that he couldn't find a reach around or a workaround for. So it's very possible that he could be under the impression that he can't get to it.
My play probably would have been 4, just because it's smaller, but HN's play is level 8 here. Possibly thinking that he's ladder blocked from the item in 4 as well.
RandomEffekt into level 9 at just around the 56-minute mark, and now we are listening for the roar of Ganon. We're looking for a shutter door that does not open, and we're also looking for some sort of trolls here in 9 if you're an Ategenos fan. If you want a close race here, we're looking for some sort of crazy convoluted path.
And we've seen plenty of those. So I know one thing you're a fan of here, JSR, is basically trying to open up as many doors as possible, whether it's by opening them with a key or bombing them, just so you can sort of keep track on your mini-map of where you still have to go that had an open access. RE also probably notating where these staircases are, but not bothering to peek in on which ones are items or actual transports.
59 rooms of fun here in level 9, but we
Zelda.
do find Zelda. RandomEffekt is out of bombs. So now RandomEffekt is looking for that roar, which is at least easier to find than Zelda is. So he's got the hard part of the puzzle out of the way, but with no bombs at his disposal, he's going to have to find Ganon without that ability to bomb a wall. And I mean, we've seen Ganon bomb required many, many times. So Random needs to find some bombs here. He finds Ganon!
Wow. So there were not the trolls that we were looking for. Quick Zelda find, quick Ganon find. It is going to take 8 hits here with the white sword. Good stun lock there by RE. So it is just going to be an up and A, or even a quick navigation through the staircase back to Zelda for RE.
And this is just a matter of time. It's only a few rooms away, and RandomEffekt is going to take game 1 of this best of 3 matchup here in the Elite 8 against Ategenos, who is definitely a runner who's going to come back strong in race number 2. Just unfortunate. Sometimes those ladders can be the problem. He finds a ladder block here in 8. I would be surprised to see him finish this out as RandomEffekt finds Zelda and finishes with an official racetime.gg time of 58-58. Your winner in game 1.
Yeah, once again, just shows the closing speed of RE. I know we talked about it quite a few times during your races with him, but just has incredible closing speed. Once he finds all the information he needs, he can finish seeds very, very quickly.
Yeah, excellently done by Random. And Agen played very well. Very, very, very great combat, great exploration. It was just that ladder in 4 was the big difference. If he had found that his first time in, or if he'd gone into 4 early, this would be a completely different race.
Hey, sorry, I missed the early part of that. Can you hear me?
Hey, Random. GG's and congratulations on a fantastic sub-hour showing here. Give us your thoughts on that seed.
I think it went really well. I got like a ton of power items early, and then the only bad thing is that I had to kind of walk around the overworld a bunch. It was really spread out, and I got stuck in 3 a lot. Obviously there was a workaround that I just didn't feel like fighting through because there was a bunch of enemy sets and maybe a potential ladder block that I saw. So I was like, whatever. I got the item. It's so early. I'll just come back. So that was the only stoppage. Really was 3. And then, I'm glad I got as many potions as I did. And my level 9 was very lucky. So,
yeah, very nicely done 9, a very efficient 9. The big difference in this race was the ladder in level 4. Agen had the early lead, but neglected 4 for a very long time and went into 7, where you, I'm sure, noticed that ladder block Triforce. He did not have the ladder, and when he went back to 4 afterwards, found the Triforce and bailed, looking in level 8 instead for the ladder, which is where he was when you finished.
Yeah, that helped me out not digging 8. I mean, I found 1 item in the Triforce early. I was like, I'm out. And yeah, I found every item I needed. The only things I was dipping for in level 5, I was kind of checking a few things just to see if I could get a red ring. Combat was kind of weird tonight. So I was dipping to try, and that's why I also died in level 1, trying to get the item in that room, even though it might not even been the item room, but it was the single block room right past the Triforce in 1. I was seeing if I could get it. If it was the red ring, I would take it, but never found it.
So the entertaining thing about that is we actually saw what the item was in 5 because Agen looking for a ladder. It was 1 room south of the Triforce, and it was the red ring.
Oh wow. Yeah, I think at that point I was just done. I was like, I'm not digging any more of this 5 at this point. So that's interesting.
You had a very efficient seed as far as your exploration. What were your thoughts on finding level 5 as far as when you were pretty close to it? As far as like you had all the exploration done except for I believe 9 and 5 at that point. Were you suspecting that it was going to be a block dungeon as well? And obviously you went to Death Mountain and dug all that out. Was that in your mind at all when you were up there?
I mean, it's always on the mind, but I found 7 first, and that was blocked. So I was like, all right, well, that could be it, or it could not be it. And that's why I kept sort of diving a little bit. And because I didn't have the power bracelet or the recorder at that point, I think. Because I think I just picked up the power bracelet. Oh, no, sorry, I had the power bracelet. I didn't have the raft or the recorder. The raft was on the overworld. Where the heck was the raft?
Raft was a white sword item, which was at Vanilla 6.
Okay, so I had that at that point then, I guess. Yeah, I mean, it's always in the mind of like, it could be there, but I expected to find some levels in Death Mountain, and I found 2 levels, 6. I mean, I got the power bracelet at 6, and then the level 1. It was just, I was a little unfortunate. I felt not too great because level 5 was my last overworld spot. It was the absolute last spot. So I did a full clear of the overworld, still finished in under an hour. I think that's pretty dang good.
Absolutely. Fantastic showing. In fact, both of you showing everyone here why you are in the Elite 8 of this tournament. And fantastic showing. Combat, exploration, resource management. We saw it on both sides. Bomb forces, rupee management, the whole 9. And it was definitely a treat to watch. Congrats on winning race number 1. And I wish you and Agen the best of luck going forward into Game 2 and beyond.
Yeah, thanks. That'll be tomorrow night, same time, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific on something. I'm not sure if it got updated. It wasn't updated earlier today on like where the restream was.
It is not updated yet, but it will be here on one of the SpeedGaming channels. So definitely just keep an eye out on SpeedGaming schedule. You can just go to speedgaming.org/schedule to see when that will be. Both you and 8gen, as well as Fury and Homer with races tomorrow. So the rare, beautiful doubleheader from the Z1R community in these quarterfinals.
Nice. Looking forward to it. Yeah. And if we go to a game 3, it'll be sometime on the weekend, I think. So.
Well, the best, great job. Best of luck going forward. Random, thank you so much for a fantastic race, and congrats again on the win. GG's to your opponent, 8gen, as well, giving us a tremendous match tonight, and I can't wait to watch Game 2 tomorrow night.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, folks,
Yeah. And just a reminder to give both of these guys a follow. I mean, just wonderful runners. And I know JSR gave the shout out earlier, so I have to reverse that now. Give a follow to JSR here, my commentary partner, a wonderful streamer in his own right, wonderful all-around runner, does so many different speed runs, and his AVGN trials, excellent, as well as our tracker, Miss Malchior. So give them a follow and go check out their streams.
Thank you, Van. I appreciate that. And definitely, folks, make sure you check back in on the Speed Gaming Network of channels for the remainder of the Zelda 1 Randomizer tournament. So many amazing matches still to come. We have, again, as Random touched on, RandomEffekt versus Ategenos Game 2 tomorrow. That is at 10 p.m. Eastern. We also have Fury SK versus Homer J Smash Game 1. That will be at 8:30 Eastern. That is both coming up tomorrow. Check the schedule that is available in chat if you would like to know when those are updated with the channels that those will be on. Game 2 of the Fury and Homer matches will take place the following day. And then Game 3 of both series, if necessary, will be this Saturday, according to the schedule at this moment. So keep tuned in for more updates there. And in the meantime, folks, it has been a pleasure to be here. And Krim, it's always a pleasure to call a race with you, my friend. I just want to say thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks for doing this with me. I was super excited when you responded back with my inquiry about it and saying yes. I'm like, great. I get some JSR comms before the end of this tournament. So it's been a blast. I always enjoy calling things and even chatting with you. So thanks again for doing this with me.
Pleasure was all mine. And again, to all you folks watching, I hope you enjoyed the race tonight. We will see you tomorrow night for some more Zelda 1 randomizer action. Until then, take care, be safe, and we'll see you for the next race.
Night
So long,
all.
everyone.